What's up guys, it's Smug. Today I want to make a video about what healer I should play for BFA and why I'm gonna do it. So to start off with, I'm gonna tell you I'm gonna play Paladin most likely for Mythic Plus and Mistweaver Monk for Mythic rating. And the reason why I'm going to pick a Paladin for Mythic Plus is basically because of the utility. They got kind of nerfed. You know, they had Judgment, of course, with the damage reduction after every cast of it, and now you don't get that anymore. And Judgment, like, your damage got nerfed by Judgment as well. So now, instead of doing 30% damage for the whole duration of the Judgment after you throw it, it's only the next spell you're gonna do extra damage with. And Devotion Aura got nerfed as well to only 10% instead of 20. But when you pop Aura Mastery, it's still gonna be 20%, so it's actually still pretty good. This, as you probably know, I got beta really late. I actually had to fight for it, so finally I won it like in a giveaway of beta keys, but like I got it like 1 month before the actual release, so I haven't been able to test all healers. I have been able to test Paladin and Mistweaver Monk so far, but I heard from Mythic Plus and I have seen as well. So far the dominating classes is pretty much Paladin and Disgrace, basically because of the damage they can do and also the utility they have. Like for Mythic Plus, you pretty much want to have some kind of sacrifice on the tank. It really helps a lot. And as Paladin, you just have so much. You have Bob, you have Bubble, you have Aura Mastery, Freedom, Sack, and all those good things. It is pretty much like for higher keys, it's such a big deal to have like Aura Mastery to pop that. 20% damage reduction is so good, man. And the thing is, for like Mistweaver Monk, for example, you don't really have much of this. Like, you have insane amount of single target healing now, and also you can actually do quite a lot of AoE healing. But the thing is, you don't have much utility. You have like a budget freedom or whatever you want to call it. It's a Tiger's Lust. It's gonna remove like the snare or root or whatever you're in right now. But like right after, you can get rooted again, for example, or slowed or whatsoever, you know. With freedom, you can just run around like the whole duration of it. But yeah, another big thing here for Holy Paladins is that their Holy Shock got kind of nerfed. Well, in the beginning of the expansion, it's actually quite good because your stats is going to be low. So you, for example, I only have 16% crit here with 343 item level. Holy Shock is only giving 30% more crit chance whenever you cast it. So I nearly have 50% here. The old Holy Shock was used to give double up on crit. So that would mean, to be honest, I would only have 32% crit then, but right now I have 36. So in the beginning of the expansion, it's actually really good. Like it is like this, but later on, when you're gonna get more and more crit, this is gonna be like it's actually gonna impact you pretty hard, because you're not gonna have this 100% chance of proccing Infusion of Light, but you will still have like you will still have a decent chance of doing it, but you can't really 100% rely on it like back in Legion. So this is actually a pretty big nerf for Holy Paladins as well. But then again, all the utility you have is probably gonna make up for this. So Holy Paladin, as it looks right now, that will still be very good for Mythic Plus. But the heals, my healing output right now is really low. Look at this, like 12k non-crit Flash of Lights. It's and I can tell you, like, most tanks I've played with right now, that is like 360 or around that item level, is already like 200k HP. So this is actually like really low. But if you time your CDs right, like Sec and Holy Avenger on Wings and stuff like that, Aura Mastery, then it actually isn't too bad. And whenever I get like 360 or 370 item level, it should actually be decent. But with all this being said, I think that BFA will actually open up for a few new healers to get into like the really high keys on Mythic Plus. I'm not sure that Monk is gonna be able to do it, but at least Monk got some pretty cool new stuff. Like baseline now is that every Monk have leg sweep, and you can actually get Ring of Peace with leg sweep now. So that is actually great utility for Mythic Plus. And also they have lost a fuse, so instead they have 2 charges of Renewing Mist, which you can place on whatever target you want, and whenever the targets are gonna get topped, this Renewing Mist is actually automatically jumping to an injured ally within 20 yards. And this is really big here, because whenever you cast Vivify on that target, it's gonna heal all targets with Renewing Mist. And if you time it correctly with Thunder Focus T, you can actually have 4 to 5 Renewing Mist up at the same time. So you can heal a 5-man party pretty good with blast healing. Because since we lost the fuse, we now have Soothing Mist as a spell we need to channel ourselves. And during this, all Enveloping Mist and Vivify is going to be instant. So if you have Renewing Mist on these 2 targets, I only have 2 dummies here, but you get the point. If I spam heal this target, this guy over here is going to get healed as well. But the only instant cast you can do is on the target that you are channeling. So for example, if I'm doing Soothing Mist on this target over here, I can't start healing this guy over here with instant spells. So you need to channel a target you're gonna instant cast on. But that is really big actually. Like, I think Monk has great potential to burst heal a single target at least. But the main reason why I actually go Monk is because the guild I'm gonna join, like I said earlier, Illuminatum is gonna need a Mistweaver Monk. So I decided to take that role. And is that gonna impact my Holy Paladin a lot on Mythic Plus? To be honest, I don't know, but I don't think so. Because Blizzard changed some stuff, so in your weekly chest of Mythic Plus, you actually have a chance to get free items. And free items is actually really huge. But as I said, it's RNG, so maybe you only get 1 item, you get 2, or maybe 3. It's pure luck. Like, that's just how WoW is, I guess. But you will get for 10 plus, 10 plus Mythic Plus, you're gonna get 370 loot as for normal drop after you finish the dungeon. So that's really good. And for Mythic rating, it's 385. And as you probably know, on my Paladin in Legion, I actually didn't do Mythic rating, and I still did pretty well, I think. So with this weekly chest buff, hopefully it's not going to do a huge impact on my Paladin, but it should still be all right, because I'm gonna have my Holy Paladin as my alt in the guild, so it will still get geared eventually. But that's basically the main reason I'm going Monk healer here. But as I promised you all, I'm gonna level all healers, because like in the beginning of BFA, you're gonna have 3 weeks where you can pretty much do nothing but leveling up characters. You can gear them a little bit, but to be honest, it doesn't really matter, because when rating and Mythic Plus is gonna release, you're just gonna spam that shit and get geared like instantly anyways. So I'm gonna make all healers, and if something happens, like if, let's say, Resto Champion is gonna be crazy in Mythic Plus, which I don't really think so, but I think they still have potential. They're gonna get like double Cloud Burst and stuff like that, but still lack a little bit of defensive. But let's say they get the best, I'm ready to instantly reroll just to stay competitive in Mythic Plus, which I really like to do. Like if it wasn't for Mythic Plus, I probably wouldn't even play World of Warcraft right now, because then I would pretty much just wait every time for weekly reset of raids and stuff like that. So I just want to make this video short and tell a little bit about why I'm playing those classes and why I have decided this. So whenever BFA is gonna be released and I get geared on my characters, I'm gonna try to make guides on every single healer. But of course, for example, Mistweaver Monk and a Holy Paladin is gonna be a little bit more details because the other classes I'm not as good in. I know quite a lot of stuff about Resto Druids and Shamans, but I don't know as much about them as I do compared to a Holy Paladin or Monk right now, because I've been playing this a lot actually. But thanks for watching, I appreciate it. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see the incoming guides and tutorials, and see you next time.